What's up, guys? I am in Girona, and if you are coming here during the summer, right now it is hot, very, very hot. If you're from Europe, I would say it's 30 degrees Celsius plus. If you're from the States, it's 90 plus. So whether you're coming here to cycle or just do normal tourism, you're gonna want to be doing stuff that's indoors, right? So I wanted to put this together for you guys so that you know of another activity that you can do either by yourself, with your friends, or with your family. And I am at Casa Masó with my friend Ana. Ana, say hello.
Hello.
So this is the house of a Catalan architect, Rafael Masó, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And there was two different architect styles. It was Noucentisme and Modernisme, correct? Did I pronounce that?
You're absolutely right, Calvin.
Okay.
Yeah,
with the two different architect styles, like what is the difference between the Noucentisme and Modernisme?
Well, the first one is Modernism, and it's more related to Gaudí.
Okay.
And that's the style that it's representing the turn of the century, 19th century, end of 19th century, beginning of 20th century. Noucentisme, the style that represents Rafael Masó, it's the style that it's born in the 1900s. So like say 900ism, that will be the translation of Noucentisme. And it's a reaction to modernism. And with Noucentisme, you have a lot of geometry, symmetry, straight lines, which is a contrast with the dynamism and colorful of modernism style.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Rafael Masó passed away in 1935, I believe. The Spanish Civil War started in 1936. Not related at all, but I'm curious, how did the house survive during that time period? Was Girona affected by the Civil War in a great way, or?
Well, the house survived because there was no bombing. So
okay.
Basically, there's no bomb in the house, but the house was mainly supported by the women. All the men, because they were very Catalanist oriented, they left the house and they came back when everything was sort of safe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, and Rafael has other sites in Catalonia as well, right?
Yeah.
And smaller sites. What are those outside?
He's a local architect. He mainly lived all his life in the city of Girona, and you can see his architecture basically in the city of Girona and in the outskirts, in the province. Sites are on the coastline, in the Costa Brava. Some are in the indoors, like saying indoors in the inland, Colot, and other towns.
Oh,
so
that's
everything
beautiful.
is available on the website if you're interested.
All right, guys, we're going to join one of the tours. It's in English. If you want to book a tour, go online. I'll put the information on the screen now. But you need to book, I think, 10 days in advance, is it? Or
not necessarily 10 days in advance, but it's very important that you book your tickets online. You just go to the website. If you type in Google Casa Masó, the Foundation Rafael Masó, that will be the place where you have to buy the tickets online. And you have to choose the language and the time, which is very important so you can organize yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you do that. But right now, let's get a sneak peek of what you'll. So when you get to the museum, they do have a secure storage area, or lockers, I should say. You can put your bags in there, your purse, whatever it is. So don't worry about having to drop off the bags at your hotel before you get to the museum. To start the tour, you're going to go through a series of, it's like a little movie basically going over the story of Rafael Masó, his history, the different work pieces of art that he has, or architecture I should say, that he has throughout the city of Girona. Once you leave that room, then you will go into the I guess the lobby area, I would call it, of the museum, where Anna's going to explain basically the history of Rafael Masó, his family, how the home changed hands. One thing that is really, really cool is that this home is actually 4 different homes combined, and when you see it from the river and when you see it from the street in front of the house, you can kind of see the facade basically. So you have the main door that you'll go in through to get into the entrance of the museum, and then Anna will take you back out onto the street to start your tour. But basically during the tour, she's gonna tell you how he was able to join 4 different houses together, which I think is really, really cool. So once you go through that front door, the la entrada, you are going to basically see how I guess the first evidence of how Rafael was able to join these houses up. So you'll have that staircase that you see where Anna's standing on, and it conjoins into the original staircase of the home. I think there was a press printing company here before he bought the home, and that's where the service workers came in through, if I'm remembering correctly. But basically, yeah, when you get in there, it's the bottom of one of the houses that merges up and into the original staircase of the other houses. And then you can see that the old door entry is still there as well. After you leave that area, then I believe you're going to go into the vestibule, which is you're going to notice like all the woodworking, and throughout the house there's all different types of wood that were used to construct furniture. I mean, there was like oak wood, pine wood, I believe. So make sure you ask Anna about that when you're there. She will describe everything to you, and you can just see like the repetition of the vertical, elongated, geometrical shapes, the architecture that's built into the house. And you also have in this room the French clock, which is from the mid 19th century, which is really, really cool. The dining room for me was where I was just like, wow, blown away, because once you step into this first room, you really feel like you're, I guess, in a time machine, taking a step back in time. When you go, make sure you look for, in this room, there's a woman with a bundle, and that was by the Noucentisme sculptor Enrique Casanovas, I believe his name. So Rafael designed a lot of the things in this room, the hanging lamp that you see, the stained glass, the sideboard, and the cabinet as well. This room is really, really beautiful, and it just really has that old feel to it. And I don't mean old in a bad way. It's just I really like how they've preserved everything. And then after you leave that room, what you will do is go into the gallery and sewing room, and there's a couple things to look out for in this room. So you have the gallery, so there's this separation that separates the outer windows that you can see from the outside with the gallery itself. And basically, with this house being along the river, back in the day, all they did was, with the waste, we'll say, from the toilet, people would just throw it out into the river, right? So you would have this strong, potent smell coming from the river. So basically, when Rafael Masó was designing this home, that was built in to kind of protect the inner rooms from the potent smell coming from the river. Also, I asked Anna what the bowl was for in the room. Is this for washing?
No, this is like a fireplace. This is, in Spanish it's called brasero, and in Catalan braser. And you would put some vegetable charcoal in here, and it's missing the cover. Okay, but it will be like having a very small fireplace. Before you would have the heating system, that's what you would have in the house to warm it up a little bit.
You know, so you gotta imagine, like, you have a room that's smoky from the inside fire, and then you also have a potent smell coming from inside. Just really, really interesting to kind of try to imagine living that way. The glassed-in galleries too, they provide a perspective of the river, and then you can also see the bridges as well and the other houses that overlook the river. The kitchen is right next to the gallery too, so you'll see that. Now, this is also where you'll see a staircase, and the family had domestic workers. And being American, I was like, once I heard domestic workers, I thought, okay, were these people like forced to do this? Obviously they're not, but with my American background, with what the country went through with slavery, indentured servitude, and all that stuff, that's where my mind went. So I was curious, and I asked Anna, like, how was this job viewed among people who worked for the family? Like, did they view it as a positive job, a negative job? And this is what she had to say. How was it, like, being a domestic servant here? Was it considered a good job? Because it seems like the family has some money, you know?
It was a job, yeah. No, at the time, it was a job to start with something, being a young woman.
Okay.
At the time, you have to think that women were not educated like today, didn't have access to education, was starting to change a little bit, but basically, if you are a young woman, one of the ways that you had to do something in life was just to work for other people places. Okay.
So after that, you'll see the library and the office, the area of Santiago Masó, which was the eldest of the Masó siblings as well. And then you will see the living room, which was stunning, guys. I mean, with the chandelier, super nice, and just amazed me, the beauty of it, the living room, all the designing. It was basically, it has some art pieces from the Masó house art collection. So basically, I think that Rafael Masó's father, yeah, that's right, his father was a painter who did some contemporary Catalan paintings. So you'll see some of the paintings in there as well. Then you got to go upstairs to check out Joan Masó's bedroom. So the staircase as well, you want to note all the different geometric designs. This is all very, very delicate details, that are put into this home. You'll walk through the second floor parlor. Then we will get to, you will get to, Santiago Masó's bedroom and his wife, Santiago Masó, and his wife Carme, their bedroom. And you'll see here there's a modern design crib, and the headboard actually on the crib includes an inscription, which is basically a popular Catalan nighttime prayer to the guardian angel. And that's what you'll see here, and Anna basically was able to read that out for us.
Saying, my angel guardian, do not abandon me during the day or night. More or less, roughly translation.
One thing to ask Anna about when you go is, I don't remember the story correctly, but there are like secret doorways, not secret doorways, sorry. There are two doorways that led to something else that no longer lead to that area due to all of the merging of the home. So make sure when you go, ask Anna about that. Again, after that you'll go into the children's bedroom, which has more wooden artwork done. And last place that you'll end up in is the bathroom, which again has beautiful stained glass windows. That's a nice photo.
That's the architect, yeah.
This is on the wall of Girona, no?
Yeah, this is, I think, next to the cathedral.
The lighting from outside is coming in, and you have that barrier basically to protect from the potent smell of the river, like we talked about earlier. But that is the home. It's very beautiful and very affordable to go here. Nice place to hang out. 10 out of 10 recommend that you guys go and spend some time here. The whole tour took about 50 minutes, I believe. It's one of the areas I would say that's probably not as well known in Girona as a tourist stop, but definitely worth checking out with your family. All right, guys, that's the tour. Hope you enjoyed it. Anna, thank you very much for giving us a sneak peek.
Thank you.
If you want to buy tickets, website
always rafaelmasó.org.
Okay. And this place is very close to, I don't know the plaza, but there's ice cream really close to this museum. So if you want to get something to eat or an ice cream, you're within less than 3-minute walk. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.